Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at the 1 minute timer. Now there are many reasons why you may want to have a 1 minute timer, but as you can see behind me, we are actually going to be building a clock. So we're not going to be doing the full digital clock in this tutorial. What we are going to be doing is just a part of it, and that is the 1 minute timer, because we want this clock actually ticking over in 1 minute intervals. Now there are a number of different ways that we can actually do the 1 minute clock. There's some easier than others, and what I've chosen today is just a really very simple 1 minute clock. But being very simple, it's not necessarily that accurate, but it is almost 1 minute. I think it's actually 1 minute point and 2/10 of a second or something like that. So it is almost 1 minute, and it's pretty accurate for most purposes. It should be absolutely fine. Now there are ways to do this using just redstone. But they are a little bit more complicated, and what I wanted to do was just keep it really simple. So we're just going to be using a dispenser. Now with this dispenser, we're going to fill it up with some arrows here, and basically what happens, we're going to put a pressure plate on here. When the arrow hits this block with the pressure plate, it signals that as on, and the arrow will stay there for exactly 1 minute. Which is exactly what we want. So it's pretty handy. The way we're going to be doing this is we're using redstone over here. We are going to send this out to, let's see, we're going to have a little rocket launcher here as well. So we're going to have a little rocket, and we're going to light it up with a redstone lamp. Now I'm going to just go in here, and we're going to put some fireworks in here, so we know when this thing actually turns on. Now what we do want to do is we need to make sure that let's just do this. We need to make sure that this is actually going to be working properly. So we're going to actually use a NOT circuit in here, which sounds fairly complicated, but it's not that complicated. Basically what we're doing is, to make a NOT circuit, is you just put a block like this with redstone coming into it, and you put a torch on the other side. Actually, I think we need to have redstone at the top there as well. So basically what happens is, when this is not powered, this side of it will be powered, as you can see. And when this side is powered over here, and I'll just show you. So we're going to power that off over there, and I've just let off a rocket. If we power this side over here, you can see this side turns off. So it's called a NOT circuit. So I'm just going to unpower this for a second. This is powered here, oops, at the moment. So I'm just going to put in some redstone here as well. Oops. Let me just get that block back. It's going to, there we go, frustrate me a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, we have powered the circuit there. This arrow is going to stay there for 1 minute. I filled this up with arrows, so you can basically keep it going for pretty much a little bit over 9 hours. Each stack of 64 arrows should go for roughly 64 minutes. Now there is, I think, a split second here for this torch, and a split second here for the dispenser to actually fire the arrows, which is why you get slightly more than 1 minute. So yeah, let's try this. I'm going to collect this arrow, and once I do that, you can see the arrow goes off. Sorry, the rockets fire there. This circuit here gets powered for 1 minute. These lights get powered for 1 minute. The rockets fire, and when the arrow disappears, this gets unpowered, which powers this part of the circuit over here, which powers the dispenser and shoots another arrow. So basically, with this simple, very simple setup here, we have this being powered, these lights being powered for 1 minute. Now it will send a pulse, power it, then it will power down, and then power up again almost instantly. If you want to have it the other way around, so that it only powers up for a brief second, it just sends a pulse of energy through and sets the rocket going, or in the case that we're going to be doing a little bit later, sets the timer, the digital clock, moving on to the next display. We can actually do that by adding another NOT circuit here. So I'm just going to remove this redstone and put the torch in there. And I need a little bit of redstone up here, actually. There we go. Okay, so what's happening now is, oops, I keep collecting those torches. Those arrows, I should say. So what's happening now is that we have this part of the circuit is being powered for 1 minute, and while that's powered, this is not powered, so that stays off over there. The lights stay off, but once the arrow disappears. For a brief second, this will turn off and this side will turn on. It will power the lights, it will fire the rocket, and it will also power this circuit at the back here, sending another arrow over to this pressure plate over here. So we can test this out. I'm going to go and pick up the arrow. I'm not going to wait 1 minute. I'll just go and pick up the arrow. You'll see that the lights will turn on briefly and the rocket will fire. There we go. Okay, so we've got it working. So you can do it both ways, depending on what your needs are. You can have it powered for the full minute, or you can have it powered off for the full minute with a brief pulse of power going through. So that's basically how we do the basic 1 minute timer. And yeah, as I said, we are going to be using this for the clock in a little while. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I hope this helps you out in some way. If it does, let me know. If it doesn't, let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again soon. Bye.